Hi everybody, this is the first time that I've ever gone live on YouTube, and I've usually done this on Facebook, but I actually wanted this to be on my YouTube channel, so I'm doing it here and I'm going to post it everywhere else after. I had actually promised some of the people that I know on Facebook that I was going to talk a bit about what happened at a photo shoot I had the other day. So the background of the story is my partner and I, we were having photos taken for one of our businesses, and I decided for the first time in my life I was going to do a photo shoot with my glasses on. I got a new pair this year and I really like them. I think they look good on me. I've gotten a lot of compliments. But the one thing, something that stuck with me since I was a young girl was I'm just going to start there. The story is when I was 12, I had a gymnastics coach who told me that because at that time, you know, I was young, impressionable, I had short hair and I had glasses. And I was basically told that if I grew my hair long and got rid of my glasses, which meant getting contact lenses, that I would be more successful because I would be prettier and it would be a good image for me. And not really talking a lot about my talents. I was very talented as a gymnast way back then, but that really stuck with me, this idea that somehow I was less than, or I wasn't attractive with my glasses on. There was no talk of getting a new pair of glasses, it was just to get rid of them. And when we had the photo shoot the other day and I made the conscious decision, and I've actually been working on this issue for a little while, but you know, in different ways, I made the conscious decision that I was gonna have some photos taken with my glasses on because I do background extra work. I'm a voice actor, I'm an author, so I do a lot of different things where I'm gonna need professional photos, and I also wanted to show that I have another look rather than just always trying to give this image that I don't wear glasses. So when we were taking the photos and I took a look at the photos that she had done, I'm sure that they looked they looked fine, but I didn't like them. I actually went off by myself and I had a little cry, and you know, my partner asked me, well, what's wrong? And I just said, I don't like those pictures. I don't like the way I look in them. I'm just having a really hard time. And I told him, I said, I keep hearing the voice of my old gymnastics coach in my head that you're not pretty enough, you're not good enough somehow. And you know, it's funny how those old stories, you think that you get over it, but it's funny how they weave their way into your everyday life, and how you think that you're less than, and how you think you have to look a certain way to be accepted and to be loved, and we carry that. And this year, I'm going to tell you how old I am. I'm going to be 45 years old this year in the summer, and that's a long time to carry that story of telling myself that I'm not good enough or pretty enough. And so I'm trying to I want to overcome that. And I know that a lot of women, it almost feels like it's indoctrinated into us since we're little, that we have to look a certain way or be a certain way to be loved and accepted. And I know other women who struggle with this too. A lot of us do. And I know that men do to some degree as well, but I'm just speaking for myself as a woman, that it's a struggle. And I had a little, you know, meltdown about it. And, you know, in a week or so, when I've processed through some of my emotions, I'm sure that I'm going to look at the pictures and have a totally different outlook on myself and what I look like in those moments. But I wanted to share that because I think as children, when raising my children, I've always tried to be very conscious of the words that I use for them in different situations. And I don't know that I've always succeeded. You know, I know that my children have their own things that they need to work on. Everybody does. And I try to consciously help them through it as much as I can. I think sometimes we don't realize that the words that we can say to people, even though we have good intentions, actually can harm, they can hurt. And, you know, thinking about that, like 12 years old and I'm going to be 45, that's a long time to carry that story that somehow having glasses, something that I need to be able to see my world properly makes me unattractive. And yeah, that's a long time to hear that story. So I'm curious to see about the pictures that come back. And thank you for anybody that joins me later on here and who wants to comment and leave, tell me about some of the stories that you had, or that you were told about yourself and that you carried, and share with me if you've been able to let them go, or if you're in the process of letting them go, because there are so many stories. Sometimes I think women, we feel like we have to try to stay young, and we have to try to stay looking a certain way and have our bodies looking a certain way, and we're not taught, and I'm not even sure how, if I've even taught myself yet, totally how to just accept myself for who I am, how I look, and to accept my body just for the beautiful vessel that it is, and for all that it's done for me, and birthing my children and carrying me around every day, and just, trying to feed it healthy, not only healthy food, but healthy thoughts, healthy emotions, and even examining all of the negative emotions that come up sometimes. And I shouldn't even, the word negative is a word that, it's not even that it's negative, it's just that sometimes there are emotions that we try to bury because we don't want to feel them. So looking at all of those things, so please share your thoughts with me on situations that you've had. Please share how you feel, any thoughts that you have, and I would love to hear from everybody. So thank you very much for joining me today, and I will talk to you again soon with lots of other things. Have a great day. Bye.